when people talk about being burnt out, it's different forms of being burned out. It's like mentally, man, this shit killing me. It's draining me. I'm about to lose my goddamn mind. And then it's like exhaustion. Like I need sleep. I'm sometimes both. It could be literally both at the same time. So you really need to find out what's truly burning you out. Is it that what you're doing is too much for you mentally? Or are you not eating properly, sleeping properly, exercising? Because for real, when you got a balance of like some physical activity and a decent amount of sleep, you can bounce around, but you ain't gonna never get around your mind. You're never gonna get around your mind. So when shit drains you mentally, right? Just I can only speak for me personally and just coach people and what I've seen in other people's lives. You have to make a change that I'm trying to be as specific and simple as possible. You got to find out what that root leech is. It's like usually one big thing that's leeching your energy that has you feeling like you don't live naturally. And it could be, why am I in college? Why am I with this job? Why am I not speaking up in this particular relationship? It could be your parent. It's one big leech that if you face that motherfucker or dealt with it or came up with an answer, it's going to send you to more stress, but it's just not going to drain you.
I fully
Do you know what
agree.
that is?
Yeah. And I was at work earlier this stream and I had popped in and you were talking about you had mentioned how you had a job and it was like draining you but also it was like benefiting you.
Right.
And I'm
It
kind
was
of
a
like,
stepping stone. It was a stepping stone. It didn't feel like a. I'll give you an example, and not to cut you off. That job I knew for a fact was temporary. I think people get drained of jobs when they kind of almost see no way out, and they're like, "Is this it?" That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? I knew that job was a stepping stone. I knew it was temporary. I knew it was a part of keeping money in my pocket until X, Y, and Z. You see what I mean? Like
yeah,
but I had the roadmap was kind of clear, so I was able to deal with that temporary annoyance.
yeah,
It's much easier to bear through some shit when you know why it's worth it. It sounds simple as fuck, but that's it. It's like, why am I eating this fucking salad? Well, I want my abs to stick out. You know what I'm saying? It's usually a small just details come from the bigger picture. But kudo with the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate you, gang.
but yeah, it's kind of like a third question, but it also kind of like furthers the topic because I also go to college and I work too.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you like when you were in college, like balancing YouTube, Twitch, Patreon calls and all that while in college, like what does your day to day look like?
Oh, it was insane. It was insane. It was insane. And inevitably, one of something suffered. So when I finished that semester and I was doing 6 classes, it got so bad I had ended up like I with the chat. I did like 3, 4 streams that month, and it was one YouTube video. I think I literally went a month and a half or something like, or a month or something like that, and was only one YouTube video posted because I was so locked in with school. And that's just because I was taking the maximum credits. Like if you could space it out, then you could probably organize it better. But I had a full time student load, so it's kind of different. Um, but even then, what I also didn't realize is that you can do things as you go. Like I value that much more now. Like for example, I would end this stream and immediately download the VOD, and then immediately go to my notes and say, okay, here are the 4 videos I got from this, so that when I wake up tomorrow, as I go along, it's already the organization is already waiting for me. Does that make sense? Like you don't need to kind of like take things as they come. You can lay it out for yourself. This is the most organized people that handle and balance all the things. They might think they smarter than you or some shit. No, they just have it laid out. It's just laid out.
Yeah. So do you use Google Calendar?
Yes.
How often do you use it?
I know my whole like. I mean, not as far as the last month and a half, just because of moving and traveling, but I showed the chat. Like I had a whole week by week like schedule on that joint, hour by hour.
Okay. Yeah, so I've been that's like one of the things I'm trying to start doing now is like putting in my schedule and all that and like putting in tasks that I need to finish or like tasks that have upcoming for like the next week, like just to get it out the way and not like
Reminders
sort
and
of
shit, all types of shit like that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
because
that's
like
easy
if
to do
I
when you're
tend
in
to do
school
that,
and work.
yeah, because if I tend to do that, like I know I also been like procrastinated sometimes and it's just because of like the overwhelming effect and not simply of me just not wanting to do it. Is that kind of like does that kind of make sense in a sort of way?
You said the overwhelming effect, and you not just want to do it.
Yeah.
The thing about that, if you talking about like procrastinating or bullshit or something like that, again, you're. This is the funny part about that. It's not like you're doing nothing, right? So like
Yeah.
if you when you look at the past day and like, man, I ain't do shit today. You actually did. You might have been scrolling on the app. You were doing something. You ain't just do nothing in the vacuum of time just disappeared and no, you was doing something. You might have took a nap. You might have scrolled on social media, watched your favorite show. So what I learned is that you gotta put the shit you want to do at the end like a fish on the hook. Like you know what I'm saying. So you know what? I'm gonna still watch my show. I'm gonna just wait till I finish these calls. I'm gonna still watch my show. I'm gonna just wait till I do these DMs. You gotta like feed yourself snacks almost like especially like I said you a college student. You have you have priorities and like I said, entrepreneur business it could be so volatile. That's why like I said the schedule for me personally the time blocking hour by hour schedule has not been as available to use just because my weeks have been so strange. Planning, moving, doing this. It's been very unique days and weeks, and it's just traveling here. Catch this flight this time. It's just you see what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
But for you, it's a matter of like you got. I mean, just get on it. Like that voice. As soon as that voice, you can catch yourself. As soon as you start scrolling, you are looking at three people's stories. Man, get the fuck off this shit. Cause you literally imagine this, bro. You watching
Yeah.
somebody who they don't have no goals. Like they life will literally might be the same next year. You don't want your life to be the same. So like y'all cannot be the same. I saw this guy interview a millionaire. Dude made over 7 figures 1 year, right? 7 figures. That would be like, at least $1 million in a year. And the guy said, I don't even check social media. I wouldn't even see this unless somebody sent it to me. This is what his life looks like. Now I haven't hit that level of extreme where I'm not scrolling on the gram and I don't see nobody's story. But if motherfuckers out here like that, you ain't even seeing them in your views. I really want to get there. I might
I
scroll when I'm eating or laying back about to go to sleep. Like that's crazy.
I kind of sort of do that in a way. Like for example, if I were to cuz I also do TikTok
Mm-hmm.
like it's sort of like a I kind of use it as a way of like keeping things like off my mind and like doing something that I like to do. So if like I upload on TikTok, like I might turn off my phone for a little bit or like go on do not disturb so I don't see like the analytics or like likes and comments all that and then I might check the post like an hour or 2 hours later. It's like kind of a way I do that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah.
Somebody chat. No, I appreciate your question, man. It's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing. Those are to the moon, man.
Don't you do know?
All right. So the person that said, "Oh, how long did it take you to get out of the procrastinator stage?" I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that shit never ends. I think it's always an opportunity to be lazy. I think it's always an opportunity to just lay back, take it easy. Come on, man. Come on. Be nothing. Do nothing. Quit. Come on. That's always there. I think that's always there. I think the way, you know, people maintain their longevity is it's the mental pacing. You don't want to crash out. Like I don't know if you guys seen the content creator say, man, as long as you entertaining or as long as you entertaining with your content or you bringing something to the algorithm, you can go up and you gonna go down, but you're never gonna fall off. And I really sat there and thought about that. Like a lot of content creators that have been around for a long time, a lot of businesses, like a lot of people have suffered. Businesses have suffered during quarantine, shit like that. But when you stay around, like you ain't done it till you dead. Really, you if you looking for that new thing and you embracing, you staying ready for it. Like you showing up, you want to get out your comfort zone. The time will come. The time will come, and I've seen it myself. Randomly pop out, drop out of school, for like the fourth time, chat. Do them vlogs. Them vlogs went crazy in December and January. I was like, God damn, I don't even do the IRL content. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, oh shit. It could happen anytime, in any way, in ways you don't even foresee. I forgot to have a viral gaming clip. Like, you just, as long as I'm putting myself out there, as long as I'm playing these things, doing these things, showing up, you got to show up. You got to be there when they call them names.
You're
Yo, what's good?
what's good, my dog?
What's
Hey,
going on, God?
so what time going or I'm waiting.
Chad, should we do time or two questions? I feel like we could do two questions right now because it's less people. So we're going to
I
do
ain't
two questions.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it thorough. I only got one question. You can drop me after that.
Oh, no, I bet. You know what you want, man.
Yep. So I ain't gonna lie. This gonna span not only for women, but shoot for my life in general too. I have a very short attention span, and so what I've been trying to do recently is be very attentive of just paying attention to conversations more. And I remember you was talking about like hearing like females, women ain't gonna specifically tell you, oh, they fuck with you, woody woody woo. No, they gonna give you hints. They gonna give you signals. And for
Oh, you
me,
see,
it's
you
hard
seeing that TikTok?
type deal. But I'm
Ah,
I'm also on Patreon too. I'm also on Patreon too. So I already got all the,
tough,
you know what I'm
tough.
saying.
Yeah.
And, hey, everybody get his Patreon too. It's everybody get his Patreon too. Free promo. Anyways, so
Okay.
for me, I'm really just asking like
Hmm.
what are some ways that you would know that would help me be more, how am I trying to say this?
Or what?
Not even I guess really remember more, honestly, if I'm being real.
Remember
You know what
more
I'm saying?
what? You talking about signs?
No, not specifically just signs. I'm really more talking about like my attention span is short, so I'm trying to up my memory. You know what I'm saying? So is there anything that you know that could help me with that? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what you saying? The problem is like, I'm not a neuroscientist. Something wrong with your brain or something?
Nah, folks, I just got ADD. If I'm being real,
Oh, I mean,
if
you know, there are mindful practices that help you stay present. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, give me an example of your attention span being a problem though. I don't understand what
all
you're
right,
saying.
folks. No, I got you. So like, all right, so I'll mess around. I'll approach the girl, right? And there'll be like little times in which she'll be giving choosing signals, but I won't catch it until after, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Until after I evaluate the like what went on with the convo. You feel me? I don't
So
know if
what's
that
wrong with
makes too
that?
much.
What's wrong with that if you're doing what you want to do?
There's nothing wrong with it unless I'm not capitalizing off that. You feel me? Because I'm not capitalizing off of it as much as I want to. I'm very attentive of it afterwards, but not while I'm present, while it's present. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, y'all gonna
If
break
you
up
don't
way
know what,
up.
hey, if you don't know what I'm saying, it's cool.
I do, but I don't. The reason I'm not, I know what you're saying, but I don't feel what you're saying because I listen. You gotta learn to not give a fuck about them choosing signals, man. Like for real, you can fuck with both. Some men like when women choose and give them eye contact, and that's they flow. For me, I walk down what I want. I shoot for what I want, and I've allowed women to shoot at me. I've allowed women to get me choose. So to me, it don't make no difference. Like if I pick up on what she putting down, I probably would still shoot anyway. If I don't pick up on what she putting down and I want her, then I'm gonna shoot anyway. So what difference are you trying to say is gonna make? If in the
No,
moment,
that
yeah, like what you saying?
no. I ain't even mean to cut you off, but I was just gonna say that's real, and yeah, that's real for sure.
I'm saying what make a difference? I mean, like you could still have the same goals, trying to flirt, turn her on, make her comfortable, vibe the situation, regardless of what choosing signals you see. You feel me? Like
Because for
the
me,
ones
when I
the
ask,
ones you need to catch the alley oops. The alley oops could be when she's um almost half being bold. I know what he's saying. It's just hard to explain. I know exactly what you're saying. This I'm gonna be specific as possible. The alley oops is like almost the moments where like you know it's usually happens early on because after you already crush, after you like get through the first crush, like y'all much more comfortable with addressing the situation. Usually, you could be comfortable with that regardless. But let's say before you do, there's usually like a couple alley oops she might throw like, "Oh, I'm tired." All right, you want to spend a night? I mean, you can spend a night if you. That's an alley oop. That's a slick one though. Like I'm saying, I'm tired. I don't feel like driving home. Like that's a little bit or more obvious. But I had to just try to come up with an example of situations where she tries to position herself to get what she wants. It's just not direct. You know what I'm saying? And if you can reply to what she's saying to you, then you're not gonna miss those. Just don't miss the subject. Don't change it to something random. Pay attention.
no, for sure. Dig deep, not wide. I'm hearing you.
Go deep, not wild, man. Let this
Pause though.
game
Pause
marinate.
though. Oh God. All right, Dojo to the moon. I'm out.
All right, to the moon, man. To the moon.
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, I get you. What's good, gang?
All right. So my question is, do you think it's better to focus on one thing instead of multiple things? So for example, I'm talking
I'm about to
about
say, give me that
like I'm
example.
going on YouTube.
Yeah, give me that example.
So for example, going on YouTube, don't you think it would be better on focus on improving the content, like making sure that it's entertaining as possible, it's all that, instead of like posting onto shorts like TikTok and Instagram Reels? Wouldn't it be better to focus on the content itself?
You might not. You might not can afford to do that. And if not both, why not do both? Like to be honest, that's the lack of hunger that you have for your business. I'm gonna just call it what it is. I mean, again, you don't have to do that. You don't have to just rely on okay, I'm gonna put that YouTube video out there and I'm gonna pray for the best. Actually, you could be as proactive and on top of your shit as possible right now because you don't have to just people real life just had to throw their YouTube video out and pray like please pop up. Guess what? I can take that same video and give it 6 more chances on 3 different platforms with different clips. And that's the luxury we have nowadays that wasn't always there with these short form videos, clips, and different marketing platforms. So if you even ask me that question, like should I go in and make it an entertainment and excuse me as entertainment as possible, or should I go for clips? Really, I would make my video focusing on a video and draw clips from that. Like I don't, is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Not to do what you're trying to say?
My type of content is more like educational. So I want to grow as a person more, getting more experience, reading more, stuff like that. So I thought that it would be better if I just grew as a person and was able to deliver that onto my YouTube and just focus on that instead of putting
Everything
my
all at
time into the
once.
short.
It could be everything all at once. Because then when they see all that, they might want to join your journey more. They just might not have seen you on YouTube first. There's probably niggas in the chat right now, people in the chat. Man, I ain't never watched a YouTube video, but I've been seeing your face all over my Explore page on clips. So like, I fucking around, came to the stream, clicked on the YouTube. You want to be everywhere, man. You need to be like, you want people to be tired of you, in a good way. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I'm saying. Like, who is that guy?
Mhm. Yeah, 100%. Because I know that I actually remember that when I was on like TikTok and stuff like that. I'll see this one guy, then I'll just eventually check him out. So I'll definitely
And
put
let
it
the
on
numbers
short.
speak for themselves. I had a Patreon dude today, send me a message, And I told him, he's like, man, how do I be that guy? You know what I'm saying? Man, bro, listen, build yourself up. And then to the point where what Lil Baby said, I don't call myself the GOAT. I let the people say it. You don't got to validate yourself. Your work and your numbers speak for themselves. So he talking about, yeah, bro, I'm doing that already, man. I be posting on YouTube. I be doing this and that. And he put his YouTube name in the Patreon DM chat. Can y'all guess what I did next? You want to guess what I did next?
Search them up.
I searched him up. When was the last time he posted a video?
Yesterday.
A month ago.
Oh.
I said, okay, so we're grinding. Then I said, okay, let's check the other platforms, right? His social media was 3 different names on 3 different platforms. How am I ever to recognize this brand and get familiar with it? So I'm just saying, within 25 seconds, I figured out, like, bro, you're not. But this is why coaching matters, because somebody else could look on the outside and be like, bro, you ain't doing what you think you're doing. Like, you're not the guy that you think you are. Which you need to hear, because then you could be that guy for real this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're not as good as you think you are. And that's humbling, but necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. All right. My next question is, how do you go about remaining calm under the stressful situations? So not about controlling what you do, like physically, but more of like inside. So say like some bullshit happened to you. How can you just internally relax? You get what I'm saying?
You need to set a strong foundation. So I practice being calm all the time. So it really don't matter when something else happens. It's like it's not hard for me to be calm again because I'm, But again, it's the difference of, okay, you're calm in a bubble with no stresses involved versus being exposed and pushed. I'm gonna tell you what it is. They call that shit like exposure therapy. Like if you are really afraid of something, they'll put you in a room full of all the rats or something like that. That's really why I think my confidence has come from. Like that confidence come from exposure. Cause then you keep doing big shit. At some point, you know what you're looking in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm a big person. I do big shit. I'm true to this. I'm true to this. This is how I live. This is me. And until then, it might not feel normal. And when it feels normal, I'm not gonna say you'll never be nervous ever, but like you'll wear it with pride. You'll wear it with you'll take initiative. You're like it'll have a certain to it. Like, yeah, this is what I'm doing confidently. I embody that shit and I embrace it. That does something for your nerves and your calmness, because guess what? In the heat of the moment, you won't be panicking. What you'll actually be telling yourself is, this is what I chose to be here. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is who I am, and this is what I do. It'll be so normal. It'll be so under your belt. You'll just be like, instead of the other shit. Whoa, oh my God, look at all these viewers. Holy shit, like who listening? Oh my God, you ain't gonna feel like that. You won't feel like that because you'll be feeling something else.
Okay.
You gotta throw yourself to that type of shit.
Yeah. I even noticed that when I was doing public speaking, like doing that stuff, it helped me out with approaching women. So I noticed that connected there. Like just going outside my comfort zone. So I'll just keep on doing that. So.
It is because you damn near get to the point where like, I'm not gonna say you can outgrow anxiety, but it really takes big things to even trigger your anxiety. It really do. Like for example, you said public speaking. You keep getting experience as a speaker, right? So it's like, all right, boom, I did 20 class presentations. I done spoken in front of different age groups, different demographics, different cities, different education levels for different purposes. It gets to a point where you say to yourself, like, I'm a public speaker. Like, I do this. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to walk in that room and do my thing. That's the part when it becomes a part of your identity, that shit just, you fly. But you got to embody the identity. It can't be half-assed. You can't think that. You have to act as if. That's my favorite shit now. And I got put on some game lately that said faking it till you making it is the worst idea ever, because it's really discrediting your effort. Why would you say what you're doing is faking? When in reality, if I look at your actions, who's to say it's fake or not? Right? How am I gonna say you faking it until you making it? When that really discredit your genuine effort, like you're genuinely working or genuinely doing it. How is it fake? You mean
Yep.
type
It's all about
shit?
the perspective.
Type shit.
Mm.
You want to swim or you want to drown, man?
Hey, for sure.
All right,
Thank
brother.
you.
Stay
Have a
blessed,
good
man.
one.
Doja to the moon, man.
Go you to the moon.
All right, chat. Who next? Who next? I had to talk with someone QB like that. No, that shit really like will make you think, bro. Like people are like fake it till you make it. Shit like, nah. What's fake about it? Douche.
Yo,
Yo, what's good? What's good? I can hear you. I was good, brother. Clear your conscience. I'm all ears.
uh, first off, I'm just saying what's good. Second of all, I wanted to tell you some shit, bro. For mad long, I some shit mad funny, nigga. We got the same name, so but my shit is spelled different. But I'm gonna get
Is it not the
off
same?
that topic.
Nah,
Nah, bro,
fuck with you.
it sounds
Yeah, fuck
it
with
sounds the same. But look, so I have a question. It's more like almost like an interview for you,
All right, let's do
right?
it.
What's your what was your process in terms of like marketing coming up on YouTube? Because I remember watching you on YouTube when you had like probably like 80K. I
Mm-hmm.
think it was maybe like a year or two ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember you were like kind of pulling like a constant viewership, and I'm like an upcoming artist, I guess you could say, and I'm trying to like get into that marketing part of the because marketing is like damn near
You
fifty
said like a
percent of like
what?
popularity.
A music?
I'm an artist, like
Oh,
yeah, music artist.
okay. So,
Yeah,
like you create original music?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, rapper,
I
I
actually had an
guess you could
interest
say.
in talking with somebody about this. Hold
Well,
on. Hold on. I could just read my message. I was working with an artist. I was coaching an artist. Um, I actually knew his mom. I met his mom, and she used to be a manager with Epic Records, and I think she worked with Sony. She had a couple bands that she worked with that had platinum records, and her son was
yeah,
also in the rap. And long story short, um, our son saw I was successful on social media. I was already fucking with her heavy. Like she was a good person. She retired. She had a clothing store. It's a long story.
yeah.
I'm trying to find the messages with her son because when he asked me the same thing, and I broke it much more in depth, and I had examples and everything. Hold on, let me see. And this gonna make my answer 10 times better.
Yeah.
So, what I said was, and today, just from what I noticed, the marketing of music is heavily tied into the aesthetic of music, hip hop and wild twerking and all that in videos, or even this guy. I was showing the guy Foggy Raw as an example. What I seen with his vibe and goes along with his music, it draws people attention spans better on the marketing side when they can actually get hooked to the sound. It's like you notice this a lot. There's aesthetics and then there's sounds. You think of Ice Spice, you think of orange hair. You think of Nicki Minaj, you think of Barbies. You think of Beyonce, you think of pop star, fancy outfits. You think of Jay-Z, you might think. I mean, Jay-Z has changed over time. So if I even talk about any of these artists, I'm really talking about maybe a certain period. Rihanna has changed her fashion look. Like it's do you notice the stars, the people that stay around, have a clear identity and aesthetic. What's chat? Name one of the most popular groups, or you might know this answer too. One of the most popular groups in modern music right now. That's running shit with multiple members in a label, independent label, I believe. Opium. They quickly said it. They got their own aesthetic. You see leather, dark, boom, Opium.
Yeah.
And I can go on and on with different groups of people, but it's heavily more than ever because you gotta think about it. If you was a musician artist 20 years ago, 30 years ago, yes, they had MTV, but what was people doing? People was on the radio. People was buying records.
Mixtapes.
Right. The beatboxes.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, not beatboxes, but like it wasn't video oriented. What's the shit now?
Yeah.
There's no way to even hear a song without seeing a video.
TikToks.
Chat, am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
There's now it's almost impossible to not have a sound attached to a video. Back in the day, it was impossible to get a video with the sound unless you was signed and you had MTV back and you see what I'm saying? Now it's the other way around. It's impossible to not think of an artist without an image.
Do you think I should invest in a marketing team to kind of like manage all of that at the same time? Because I want to really focus on music in terms of that.
Kwani said he blew up off that. Be specific, M. Sims. I would love to hear what he actually said about that. Only reason I say no is because you see Kanye being a perfect. You might hate Kanye all you want. For anybody in here, Kanye is very, very hands on, and I'm like this too. Nobody I ever worked with, no brand I ever worked with, no sponsorship I ever took was I not hands on in how I wanted it to be. And you need that as an artist because what would happen is, you pay this marketing team, and the foundation of your success was on listening to them with having no concern of what your brand and image and artistry looks like. And it needs to be a collaborative thing, not like I hire you, go do it. If you can if you can get that marketing team and y'all be on the same page, you're the visionary. It's funny, one of my music teachers said this to me, and it's a sweet old white lady. She said, your bitches have to do what you say. But not literal bitches, but it just was like the most blunt way for her to say, like, your team needs to be on your page. So you need to establish a page before you get a team, you feel me? Like, what are you about? What's the message in your music? What's the meaning behind your music? And it might be very personal, and that might be it. It might be. Most artists I like or that people like are very personal. They say the same stories just in their own way. How many heartbreaks we done seen in songs? Whether you say, I still see your shadows in my room, or whether the next person says, look what Marvin's this girl done did to me. Right, Marvin's Room. It's the same. How many different ways can you get your heart broken?
Facts.
We just like when this person say, when that person say. You feel me? Like, what's Future? What's Future? Damn near number one marketing tool nowadays.
Being a fucking bro, this nigga's a womanizer in real life. No funny shit.
I mean, we don't even know that in real life. Probably is. I don't know in person.
I mean, through music, though.
But the image says womanizer, toxic. Life is good,
ladies man type shit.
Yeah, that sells half his songs because we buy that image, and that's not politically correct. That's not. I want my kids to hear this, but it's him. It's authentic. It ain't.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's a W. I hope you
So don't be afraid as an artist. It got to be gritty. It got to be gritty.
I got you. I appreciate it. I don't want to take up any more of your time type shit. So
for sure. Those to the moon, man.
Safety.
Should I even think about this in my content when I'm breaking shit down and when I'm creating music and write shit lyrically? Bro, art has to be gritty, bro. It can't be filtered, censored. See, you can get artistic. You can get creative about how you communicate. But you have to be opinionated. You have to take a stance. You gotta have a perspective. And some people, what they do is to get real comfortable with that. What they ultimately say to themselves, I'm the villain. I'll be the enemy. Everybody gonna hate me. Yeah, I'm the top. Fuck everybody. If that's what you got to do to pour your heart out, do that shit then. You know what I'm saying? If you don't really know yourself until you know who you're not. Matter of fact, I'm not scared, bro. I'm not that motherfucker. I ain't going for that. You could do that, but not me. I don't give a fuck. I ain't doing this. That's when you start to know yourself. When you say what you're not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? You learn what you stand on. There. It's like, oh shit, okay, gang. Okay.
Yo, what's good?
What's good, G? What's going on?
Damn, I'm a little bit under the weather, man. But I have a quick question.
All right, I'm all ears, man.
So I recently watched a video by Bob Proctor where he mentioned the importance of self-image.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, how can one like cultivate a more positive self-image?
Um, First and foremost, man, it's like nothing gonna nail your self image in the cross like your actions. Cause
Mm,
your actions is like, oh shit. That's the part where your body, your mind, your emotions are forced to get on the same page because it's like, goddamn, we're doing this shit. Cause it's
yeah.
like people might feel like, when you're not in your authentic self yet, right? And I feel like I used to see this when I was younger. You might feel like you two totally different people when you by yourself, and then you go around other people and you start changing. And that's because it's like you kind of forget that your actions matter, and you stop prioritizing your actions. Like, you know what? This is when it matters most. When nobody's looking, when everybody's looking, it don't fucking make a difference. Like, think about your actions. That's all. Like, it's not about, it might seem very mental, but once you've been planting those mental seeds, like, I'm that guy. This is what I want. This is the business I want to create. I'm handsome. I deserve it. I believe in my talent. I believe in my purpose. I believe in my opportunity. Like, I believe in abundance. Once you got all that planted in your head, after that you gotta nail it to the wall. After that, you just gotta nail it. You gotta pin it to the. You gotta just pin it to the wall. And after that's left your actions.
So
You got
affirmations are important as well.
they gonna be there. Of course they gonna be there. But you try to think about doing them at the same time.
For sure.
Like I give you an example of this. It's a Floyd Mayweather clip I posted at the end of my Instagram post when I moved into the crib, and he was jogging, affirming himself out loud. Imagine, like, yo, hold on, let me pull it up.
Oh yeah, I'd seen the video as well.
Hard work, dedication, hard work. I'm a one-man army. The world can go against me. I'm still coming on top. I got God on my side. I just took an accidental screenshot. Yo, that's both. I think that's why he still got the confidence he got, and he is because he do affirmations, right? He tells him, he reminds himself of who he is. He clear about who he is, but he also, you got to think about yourself as you are a person too, right? You got to remember you are a person. So when we need to call on ourselves to be confident, when we need to call on ourselves to be strong, we're going to remember how we have been acting.
Mm-hmm.
So when you remember how you were acting, it's either you're gonna call yourself a bullshitter or you're gonna say, "Nah, he's really that guy," and you're gonna be talking about yourself. That makes sense?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm dead serious. Like, it's like the first person you should look up to any day is yourself. You gotta remember, like, you literally have to look up to yourself, and that's not narcissistic. It's just the fact that, like, you can't be big and small at the same time. You can't be weak and strong at the same time. You can't be little and tall. Like, you gotta pick one, and then once you do, you gotta, like, it's just. I think I simplified it the best way when I say, you're gonna look to yourself to be confident. You're gonna believe it or not, based on how you've been acting. So I'll ask you this to make it as clear as possible.
Okay.
If you look at how you spent today, and then you go lay down tonight, is it gonna make you feel like, damn, girl supreme, wow, or is it gonna make you say, man, we gotta get on our shit, man. I've been bullshitting, man. Now you tell me which one of those is easier to become confident with.
Nah, the first one for sure.
Much easier to slip into confidence with that one.
Yeah.
Cause then you go from, wow, I might be that guy, to I must be that guy, to I am that guy. It takes time. You gotta earn your own trust though.
All right, now,
Would you bet on yourself right now?
of course, for sure.
How you spent your last day, week, month, time, whatever, thoughts, actions? Would you bet on yourself?
Yes, most definitely.
All right, bet. As long as
Now,
you
listen
ain't
out.
wasting your money.
I appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate what you do for the community, man. I think it's important.
For sure, man. It's a blessing, man. Those are to the moon, bro.
All right, dojo to the moon, man.
All right, for sure. All right, chat. Who next? Coach, man. I'll try, bro. I'll try. I want to go next. Drag black red. Hello. I think I'll do like one or two more. I'm definitely getting tired now. Hello.
Yo,
Yo, what's good, G? What's good?
what's good?
All right, what's
You
good,
feel
bro?
me?
I'm all ears, man.
So freshman in high school, man, be going that fixing shit. I'm trying to get better at hitting multiple shots at the same time.
Freshman in high school, just bass voice is crazy. You trying to get better at what?
Hitting multiple shots like at the same time. Like say
What's an example of
you
that?
might example like hmm. So say like they walking, say like group of bitches walking in the hallway, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you peep that they all like pretty and shit. You might try to go out one, and then it's like you start talking to them. It's like you start realizing it's like maybe this other one pretty too. I'm trying to go at her, but then it's like you focus on one shot. So it's like, how would you go about that? That's all I'm trying to say.
I mean, you could just say you want all their Instagrams. You could introduce
Yeah,
yourself to
get
all
straight
of
to the
them.
point.
I mean,
Mm,
being in high school, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I only knew about people's Instagrams not because I asked for it, but because we just like talk to who you want to talk to.
mm,
I mean, they're not in groups 24/7. Like, if you see multiple of them and it's not hard to get involved with groups of people in high school. It's really not. The way I see it and the way I used to do it and the way I mean, even going through friend groups, you know,
mm.
you play one on one. You play one. You can isolate each of them.
Knock them out, knock them down individually. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way I would have to mess around with a group at once at the same time is if we all shared the same class.
Mm.
And then it
Also,
might
yeah,
it might
cause
have been impossible because she sit in front of me, she sit behind me, and I'm just a socially active person, so it's not like I'm trying too hard. It's just like we talking, we all vibing, we all telling jokes, talking trash. Like
mm.
it's just not even like I'm shooting my shot at that point. It's marinating.
So it just naturally goes. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's marinating because you gotta remember, like, people observe you, man, and you'll get women accidentally like that.
Yeah, I stopped peeping that because I'm actually like I would consider myself a very like handsome person. I might like walk around the hallway. I start getting looks and shit. I might be sitting down. I've been getting approached by like unattractive. They're not like up there, but just mid women in general. So I just started peeping that.
It's called the
Yeah.
Midwest.
Okay, I don't know what that had to do with the main point, but
I mean, that's you were talking about that, so I just had to put that up.
I
I
never
don't know.
said mid woman. I'm just saying, like, how you move might make women
Yeah,
notice it.
yeah. You feel me?
And
But you,
people peeping you.
hmm And then my second question is, how would you get better at finessing certain situations, like getting better at like stringing along what you want to say into like what you want to get to?
Stringing along finesse situations.
Yeah,
The way you connected the dots to me, it is not very straightforward. Like, um, I
I'll give
don't
an
really
example.
think. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Let me understand you more.
All right, so okay, I'm a basketball player, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I play for the varsity team.
Mm-hmm.
Say if somebody wanted to like you were just walking around, someone want to talk to you, gave you like a business opportunity, right? They say they want to put you on some type of team or something for like a travel team, basketball team, or something like that.
Okay.
And they were talking to you, and they gave you an opportunity to go on that team. And after you talk to them about it, you like casually just say, "Oh, I would like to do that for sure. Tell me about like what's going on with it. What's the business behind it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely be dope to get into that." Right?
Okay.
How would you go about like I don't know how to say it. How would you go about like making it easier for you to take a more advantage of that opportunity?
You'll never just look at it one way because, and like you said, when that opportunity is right in front of you and you asking
Mhm.
questions, you asking real questions like, "Oh, can you tell me more about it?" Your curiosity is gonna get you the furthest. Now after that,
Mhm.
it's not a bad move to express your interest, um,
Mm.
and be clear about where your head is at.
Okay.
When I'm gonna give you an example. To go to the honors college at my university, it wasn't just merit based. Like it wasn't just okay, have a nice SAT score and have a nice GPA. They did interviews, and the interviews had questions, and I got into it with flying colors, and I know exactly why. When I went in there, I knew exactly what I wanted that program to be for me, and what separated me from other students that went in there is they went in there feeling like they needed to get in honors. They feel like they needed to, okay, I hope I get this opportunity. This is really big, and that casual normal feeling.
Yeah.
And I literally directly told them, I'm going to make the impact on my community that I want to make, and I believe that this honors college will help me get there sooner and better. Do you see the difference? They were looking at a young man who knew exactly what he wanted, who knew he was going to get it, and was already actively working to do it. And we were simply assisting each other. That intensity, it's like if that basketball program talks to you, and it's like, man, I was already looking for ways to take my game to the next level and play new competition, and I feel like that league has it. And if it does, then it'll be a perfect fit for me. And if it doesn't, then I wish y'all the best. They'll look at you like, wow, they'll start trying to vouch for it. Like, actually, yes, we have some of the top ones. You see the whole dynamics change.
Yeah, it's the conviction. Like it just shows how much passion you have for
It's,
what it
it's the
has for it.
conviction. It's also the positioning. The positioning is
Yeah.
different. Like I know my value and I know what I bring to the table. I know what my vision is, and I'm not playing or bullshitting around about what's helpful to that vision or not. And this is so dead. I've never been more serious in my life when I said I make a lot of jokes, but I was so dead.
Hmm.
I'm so dead serious when I say it now. And I was dead serious then. I know what contributes or does not contribute to my vision. And when it comes to that vision, I put anything in above else. I put it above anything and above else and all. Family, relationships, money, women, fun, you name it.
Yeah, if it's something that you really, really want, you're gonna do whatever it takes. I see what you're saying.
Live what you saying, gang. I'm telling you, when you find that thing that clicks with you like that, oh my god, watch the world open up.
Mm.
Watch it.
Man, thanks, man. That's all I really have to say, though. You feel me? I'm gonna start applying that
All right,
when I
for sure.
start getting into that. Those to the moon, man.
Those are the more, man.
Peace, man.
All right, for sure. Chat, who wanna be the next one, man? Who wanna be the next call for the night? Drag Don Brody. Hello?
What's good, gang?
What's going on, bro?
Yo, so I was making this move on a shorty, right? I just got back from the crib, matter of fact, and I just want to know if I could play it better, cause like we was fooling around, just vibing, dog, and I'm not even trolling, right? Her shit did not smell right.
Oh no, she
And it's
didn't
like,
come out of the crib smelling like that.
I was at her crib, bro, and like
And you ain't leave?
I did. I showed myself the door, but like she a cool girl, you know what I'm saying? She cooked for me. It's like, do I give her a second chance? How do I tell her that shit without being rude, you know?
It is rude, and it is very offensive, and it's very uncomfortable. It just is what it is. I mean, me personally, I was traumatized by something like that when I was 15. I ain't never gave no woman no chance anytime I smelled something strange, and that only happened to me one time. Um, I do know somebody, literally one of my closest homies, who said that happened to him, and he went over the second time and it didn't stink that time. So
Yeah,
it's up to you. If you like her enough, you can just tell her. Cause you being honest out of love. You know, you ain't trying to hurt. And you could break it down like that. You know, I'm at the end of the day, baby, we on the same team. And when anything
yeah,
I do or say, it's out of love. You know, you ain't trying to hurt. And you could break it down like that. You know, I'm at the end of the day, baby, we on the same team. And when anything
yeah.
I do or say is for the betterment of us. So when I say this might be offensive or disrespectful, but it's honest and it's coming from you. You can give her all this fluff,
Mm.
but it's because it's gonna make her feel understood and that you on her same page, and then you could drop the bomb on her, or you could just drop the bomb.
Man. Yeah, but see, what's the time and the place for that? Like, do I initiate a
There
call
is
just for
no
the
time
sake?
and a place.
Yeah,
You make it. That's what
yeah,
leadership, taking initiative, being assertive is about. It was not the time or the place. I took the initiative and made it that. That's what it's about.
nah, I hear you. I hear you for sure.
It's like a
And
coach
then
gotta
shit,
bench one player, start the other one. What player want to hear that? Coach, I'm cut. That's a nasty call. They say car ass right now.
nah, I just linked her. She probably sleep for real. Yeah, she ain't text me back. So I'm good on
Nah, I
that.
wouldn't
But
want you to do that. Chat, no. Nah.
yeah, we good
You
on
know, somebody could
that.
just start ducking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna text her. If she, you know, what I'm saying, I'm just gonna let that sit. You know, I'm
God
gonna see how I'm
damn.
gonna.
Well, how nasally your voice sounds. Somebody sound like you still smell that shit. He did my
That's just how
yang,
it's all, bro.
yang gang. Yeah, gang. I thought about that shit.
All right, bro. Are you good?
No, I'm
But
good.
check it.
I didn't smell nothing stinky today. I'm good. Are you good?
Yo, that shit got me. It got me thinking different, bro. It got me thinking different about shit. But check it.
That shit
My
fucked you up?
situation, bro. Yeah, I'm at professional school, so it's like it's a tight knit community. So I didn't want to be open with her and shit,
A
cause
little too
like I
tight.
don't know.
A little too close.
Yeah, too close for real. Yeah. So I don't know like how to play in a situation, cause I know if I pop out with her, you know I can't be whoring around. You know,
Why can't you?
these every woman then they just they too good for that nigga that's just fucking with everybody. So it's like
Again,
I don't want
so
to.
why can't you? You don't want to lose her? Oh. The moment you start living like that, you start learning to conform instead of take risks. You know what? I know you too cool to fuck with a nigga who fucking with other women, but I'm fucking with other women, so you gonna fuck with me or not? Now she in between a rock and a hard place, and she has to decide. I'm gonna tell you, you know what's crazy? It's a billionaire's book. Who said this? A billionaire, Ray Dalio. The book was titled Principles. It's two concepts he got in that book that go together. Radical truthfulness and radical transparency. Radical truthfulness means you say things in the most genuinely way that you mean it. And radical transparency means that you allow the other person to think whatever they want to think. Meaning that when you tell the truth, bro, you have to give that person that opportunity to feel how they want to feel. Give it to them. You know what? You might not like this, but I have to make it as clear as possible, and I'm gonna allow you to feel about it how you want to. But I want you to give me the honesty I gave you back. Don't hold back.
Right.
When you do that,
Right.
life is so much better and easier. Your team becomes stronger. The people around you become stronger because y'all so authentic. Actually, something to bother me, and these are tough conversations that leaders need to learn to make and get better at making. Myself included, from the beginning of me being shy and timid or when I was younger, and me learning now where like I have family, friends, and an employee, like even people I work with in business, like things need to be said and addressed. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I know this ain't gonna be most comfortable conversation, but what is that $90 charge that I received on Thursday? Oh no, that's just the fine. No. But I never signed up for that. You got to be able to bring that side of you out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You gotta be able to advocate for yourself for sure.
And if you ain't got that, be ready to be walked all over, man. You choose that if you want to.
Nah, I hear you. It isn't. Yeah, it's a choice to be made. I agree. I appreciate that, man.
All right, man. Stay blessed, man. Those are the more, man.
You too, dog.
All right. $90 charge, my account going to the negative. Chat, baby. 6 hour stream. Man, we just. Come on, man.